Battaglia from Channel 7 News. Tonight, we're live in Alaska, going in depth on the Fort Yukon boys basketball team. Fort Yukon is a small school from Alaska and a Cinderella story in the Alaskan State Tournament in Anchorage. They started the season with low expectations from the town, but they knew they could do something extraordinary. They worked endlessly to achieve their goals. They overcame hardships such as low government funding and travel difficulties due to money and the terrible weather they faced throughout the season. And now, I'd like to welcome the coach of the program, Dave Bridges.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dave. How are you?
Good. How are you, Nick?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
I have a few questions to ask you this evening.
Okay, let me hear them.
What are the politics effects on the team?
Well, the politics effects are all based off government funding. We get as much as every other division in our area of schools just because it's all low population in the schools, but we have 4 times as many as a school that gets the same amount as us. So I feel like we really got cheated out of a lot of money that could have went to our basketball program this year. As for our basketball program funding, it got cut in half this season, which almost made it impossible for all of our necessities.
The second question is, can you explain the connection between you and your athletes?
Well, I feel like mine and my athletes' connection is very strong and different from a lot of other coaches because not only am I their coach, I'm a teacher to them in school and a life teacher, I feel. I teach them a lot of life lessons that they're going to use when they grow up, and they're going to make a name for themselves out there.
Coach, what do you have to say about being the underdog during the state tournament?
Well, I think my team used it to our advantage, really. We went into a lot of games with a chip on our shoulder, and we just went out there, and I think my kids handled it very well. We won a lot of games that a lot of people thought we shouldn't have, and we really just did a great job. I'm really proud of my boys.
Coach, I have a few more questions for you,
Okay.
but that's going to be right after the break. And now a word from our sponsors.
Jordan Basketball Shoes, the official sponsor of all Fort Yukon basketball teams.
Hi, welcome back. This is Channel 7 News. We're here with Coach Dave Bridges. Coach, I have a few more questions to ask you.
Sure.
Coach, what is the difference between the team and the Native Alaskans?
Well, the difference is Native Alaskans are strong in cultural pride, and they really never had an opportunity to leave Alaska. The kids at my school are really, they have a lot of opportunities. They just got to grab them and take seize of them, really take advantage of them.
The next question, Coach. What is it like living in such a close-knit Alaskan community and the historical oil drilling that is being to deal with so harshly?
Well, it's kind of fascinating, actually. The Native Alaskans really feel like their homeland is a part of their family. They protect it, and they'll do anything to protect it. When the government asked to drill oil in Fort Yukon, they were actually insulted, and they completely denied it. And they fired back at them kind of harshly, actually. It really inspired me, and it really taught me how much that this community cares about each other and the homeland.
Coach, our final question for the evening. What effects has drugs and alcohol had on the team as well as Fort Yukon as a whole?
Well, I feel like drugs and alcohol had an effect on my players personally. I'll talk about them first. My players at the beginning of the season, they really were using drugs and alcohol, especially marijuana, on a regular basis. By the end of the season, they really limited, and some of them even quit both. I feel like I led them in the right direction, Nick. And as for the rest of the community, regular marijuana and alcohol users, which is probably where they got the influence from. It's kind of a terrible thing, actually, but I'm happy I touched the few lives that I did as the ones on my team.
Thank you for your time, Coach. Hope you and the boys do great next season.
Thanks, Nick. Means a lot.
And that's Coach. And now, until next time, keep thinking.